Welcome to Raleigh Roots, a podcast about living, working, and raising a family in the Triangle. Join hosts Kate and Catherine for lighthearted conversations, stories, and interviews about what it is really like to live here. Whether you're thinking about moving to the Triangle or have already planted roots here, tune in and listen on your favorite device. And now your hosts, Kate and Catherine.
All right, Raleigh peeps, we are back and we have got an awesome guest today. Her name is AG. Really, it's Ann Garland, but we're calling her AG because she's cool like that. And we are glad you're back with us. Kate said I don't need to tell you it's episode 10, but I'm telling you that anyway because I'm super proud we've made it through 10 episodes.
I also said that because I'm not positive it's 10. And we have not fact checked yet, so I'm not sure. But we're
going to say it's 10 just because that sounds fun. And our special guest is here today to talk about the best game ever, which I don't even know how to play, and she's going to tell me how. Dirty Mahjong, baby. Mahjong.
It's Mahjong. It is the Mahjong episode, and we are very excited to have you here, AG. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to talk with you all about Dirty Maj and Mahjong.
And we have an experienced Mahjong player and a very inexperienced Mahjong player, so you're going to get the full scoop on how this works.
Yes.
And if she dumbs it down, it's for me. So if you already know about it, bear with us. I'm a Mahjong virgin, all right?
I think there's still a lot of Mahjong versions out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's getting popular.
So, yeah.
Continuing.
That's why we wanted to bring you on, because it is the rage, it seems. It is like sweeping, not just Raleigh, it's everywhere. I feel like I see Maj everywhere.
Yeah. Definitely.
Kind of feel like it's replaced, the grandmas played bridge, right? And that was the thing. It was like bridge. Everybody get together for bridge, which I don't even know how to play that.
When did you start playing Maj?
I started playing Mahjong probably almost 4 years ago now, I want to say. I learned with a bunch of girls, and we had a teacher come to our friend's house, and we went through, the series of lessons. So it's a really big undertaking when you're learning. There's so many little nuances in the rules, and the way we learned was very serious. And we did 3-hour sessions and learned with some girls, and we just loved it, and all started playing together.
So tell everyone, what exactly is Mahjong?
Yes. So Mahjong is a tile game. And the entire purpose of Mahjong is for you to create a sequence of 14 tiles to declare Mahjong. And that's how you win. And you typically play with 4 people. So you have a set of Mahjong tiles, and you're trying to match a sequence with one of the options that's on the National Mahjong League card. And that is for American Mahjong. So that's the version that we all play with our National Mahjong League cards. But there are also other versions of Mahjong. There's Chinese Mahjong, where you actually don't have the card. And I don't know that much about Chinese Mahjong, but apparently it's like a little quicker. And
do you have to think harder on that one?
Apparently it's a little easier.
I would think so. They don't have a card?
You don't have a card, and you're just going for like a pattern that everyone is going for the same pattern.
Oh, so whoever gets it first?
Yeah, that's my understanding. And it's a little quicker. You don't do the Charleston, which is, how you start Mahjong. So there's all these little rules to American Mahjong that are kind of make it very complex. And that's why a lot of people love it, because you don't get tired of it, because every game is a little bit different, and they're not always going for the same way to win.
The beginning of Mahjong, I find the most intimidating.
Yes.
It's because then once we're playing and we have our scorecard, or what, not scorecard, but kind
Mahjong
of
card.
My Mahjong card. Then I've got something to follow, but there's this whole entire dance kind of at the beginning where you have to go. I mean, and you have to do it. It's like you go left or something, and then you go right, and then there's a cross, and there's a pass, and you have to do it every time.
Yes.
Okay, now 2 things. You said the Charleston, and then you just said the dance. May I get up and just do the Charleston and dance when I'm playing Mahjong? Because now I could nail that. I could nail that.
You could definitely get up and dance.
We love that at
at the Dirty Maj,
I can nail that.
You got to drop it like it's hot for dirty.
I mean, duh. You don't have to ask me twice. Twist my arm. I'll drop it like it's hot, especially if my sequence is not in a good spot. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay. So you get your tiles. Now, what if you're competitive by nature?
Yeah, I think if you're competitive, you will love Mahjong, because it's a way to express, your competitive nature in a game with your friends.
All right, you're really enticing me here.
Yeah.
And it's good for your brain, right?
It's very good for your brain because you, like I said, there's so many options on that card that you're trying to match the sequence of tiles that you have to that card. And so you're not just like sitting down and going, okay, this is like the one trap way that I'm going to win this game. You have to be able to pivot. And that's people that teach Mahjong talk about that a lot. Like, make sure you know how to pivot, because once you get experience, you'll start to also play defense a little bit, and you'll start to realize, oh, this person might have a tile I need, so I don't think I can go for that line anymore. I'm going to pivot and go for this other line. So in that way, it is definitely good for your brain because you're continuing to think
It
throughout
really
the
is good for
whole
you.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really got to pay attention when you play Mahjong. So
This is not, you're not going to sit down and have like 3 bottles of wine and play. That you can get a
Well,
little,
I definitely have done it, and
Yes.
I like to do it. But no, that's just like a different, you got to go in
Sure.
with that mindset. Like, oh, we're going to go play Mahjong for fun. We're going to have some drinks tonight. Or
Right.
then there's like the really competitive players that go to the tournaments, or they want to sit down and like play quick games.
Are there national Mahjong tournaments?
There definitely are tournaments in other areas. I don't know what would denote it as a national Mahjong tournament, but people traveled for the one in Raleigh even.
Really?
Like, I sat with people not from far, but other North Carolina cities. Like, I had someone from Wilmington, I had someone from Charlotte.
That's awesome.
oh, fun.
Yeah,
That
and
is
Raleigh
fun.
Maj put it on. And so my partner Caitlin and I, who started Dirty Maj together, we attended it. We had a little booth, and we were showcasing our tiles and our products, which is the main part of our business. But we played in it, and it was all day, very competitive.
Okay.
12 rounds of Mahjong in a day. It was done in 3 rounds. So 12 games in 3 rounds. And so each round you tried to play 4 games in under an hour and a half.
Tell me how you started the Dirty Mahjong.
So my business partner, Caitlin, and I grew up together. We have known each other since we were 14. And we both live here in Raleigh. And we've been talking about trying to start a business together for a long time. Like, we'll always have some idea, and we're like, we should do this.
Yeah.
So like I said, we learned how to play Mahjong with some friends years ago. We ended up with that same group of girls doing like a fall trip to the North Carolina mountains. And the whole thing was a Mahjong weekend with girls. So we were playing, and, we had these tiles, and there was one of the traditional Mahjong sets has a flower that looks like penis.
Uh-huh.
We might,
Yeah.
I don't know if we can bleep that out. Or
You're
what.
fine.
Okay.
You could say that. It's anatomically the correct word.
Yes, it
So
is.
yes, you're fine.
And so we were giggling about it. We were with our girls drinking wine, and Caitlin and I were like, it would be so funny if we created dirty tiles, like, and the whole
Spice
set
it
was
up.
dirty.
Yeah.
Because as we got into Mahjong, we started to learn about all these like pretty, illustrated, colorful, like aesthetically pleasing tiles.
Yes.
And so that was becoming, Mahjong was becoming super popular. People that play Mahjong also like love that aspect of Mahjong. Like, it's all about, I mean, people love it for the competitive play, but I think also people love to host their friends over and make a pretty table with these gorgeous tiles and like the mats and the
Yeah,
coverings
yep.
and all of that. So that's a big piece of it. So we were like, but a lot of it is so preppy and stuff. Like, let's like make it fun and bold for like the modern woman. So
Spice life up, baby.
yes. So then we came up with the whole concept of our cracks are butt cracks, our dats are boobs, and our bams are phallic. Amazing.
What are the wins?
The wins are sex position.
And
Okay.
I'm a big
Um,
fan of the wins.
the wins
I
are
like to play the
fun.
wins.
Wait,
Yeah.
tell me, what are the wins? What do you mean?
So there are 3 suits in Mahjong: bams, cracks, and dots. And then there are other tiles that go into completing that sequence that you're going for. So there are
Okay.
flowers.
Okay.
So our flowers are vaginas. And our wins are sex positions. And
Yes.
the wins are directions. So it's north, east, west, south. And so that's a part of a typical Mahjong set.
Okay.
So that's the other great thing about our set. It just is like
Yeah.
illustrated differently.
Okay.
So it doesn't
Okay.
change the game of Mahjong to play with
But
Dirty
this
Maj.
makes it like more,
More fun. Like,
yes.
it's so fun. And when you play Mahjong, and for those of you who play, when you discard a tile, you have to say what it is. So you turn your tile over that you're discarding and you put it in the middle. And so you're typically saying like 2 dot, 3 bam, but we like to put our little dirty spin on it a lot. So we'll be like 2 perky boobs.
Two
Yeah,
perky
like, because they're
boobs.
all illustrated differently. So it's like 6 saggy boobs or 7 twerker.
Wait,
Yeah,
why?
this is the set you need. This is all
come
you.
on, y'all.
It's all
Like,
you.
This is right down my alley.
I know.
Why have I been waiting so long?
I don't know. You have to do it. Go dirty. It's the
Yeah.
only way.
I mean, I'm in.
Yes.
Can I have a private lesson like
Yes,
tonight?
for sure. Yeah. We're actually doing a lesson tonight. So we do lessons. We do lessons and events, which has been really fun. We'll come to your house and we'll set everything up. So if you're just wanting to learn to play, like we'll come and do that if you get a group together. But then we're doing these open play events around Raleigh, and we'll do like festive events. Like you said, you came to our launch party last
Yeah.
year, which was like
It was
a
so
fun
great.
event.
So much fun.
And we had other local vendors come and do other things outside of Mahjong. So we try to incorporate that. We try to incorporate other businesses in the events that we're doing, or we go to local spots. Like our monthly open play is at Little Ray and Ironworks.
That's so much fun.
So if you were
I'm
to
in.
start Mahjong, let's say I'm brand new. So I've played a few times. I kind of got the hang of it. And then I didn't play for a long time. And I think the last time I actually played Mahjong was March. And I always feel like I need a refresher.
Yeah.
But if you really wanted to learn, right? Like, and
Yes.
get serious about being able to just play anytime and hop in, how often do you think that somebody should play for real?
Yeah. I mean, I think when you're first learning, it is an undertaking. So you have to be comfortable with not really knowing what you're doing at the beginning. And that's getting out of your comfort zone a little bit. But that's
Right.
fun. That's like the whole concept of learning a new hobby and learning a new game. And we always tell people that when we're teaching them, like, you are not going to know what you're doing, and that's normal. So that first lesson, you really like are just taking everything in about how to play, and it's helpful to see everything. And then I think the second lesson, you're starting to understand the strategy of it, and we are still there helping guide you play. And then I think it's fine to go and play on your own after that. And you're going to make mistakes. There's so many little rules. You're not going to know them all. Like, still sometimes I'm like, I have to look up what the right rule is for that. And there's a ton of Instagram accounts that are teachers that will share helpful hints and like tons of resources online for you to be able to find that information easily. But I think continuing to play like once a week even
It's
is
helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the other thing that we haven't talked about, and one of the reasons why Mahjong keeps your brain so fresh, is that card.
Yeah.
Remember, it refreshes every year.
Yes.
So the National Mahjong League, who makes the card that you're
okay.
trying to match your run to, gets refreshed every April. So every April, a new card comes out, and the categories in the cards stay the same, but the actual combinations and the way in which you need to match your tiles shifts just a little bit. Just a little. So you can't really memorize the card, because there are people out there that play a ton and they start to memorize the card and they get bored,
Oh, yeah.
because they're playing that much.
I could see that.
Yeah.
You have to play a lot to do that, I think, unless
I
you're
know.
just Mensa.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not that.
But there
More
are people
photographic.
out there that are playing that much.
Oh.
I mean, I'm in obviously like some of these Facebook groups and stuff with these avid players. And there are these people out there that their goal is to win every single line on the card.
Yeah.
And some of them on there did that within a month or weeks of the card coming out.
Really?
Crazy.
So do you think
Yeah.
they're playing like all day every day?
Yes, I do.
I know.
Where did I go wrong in my life? Now, do you suggest someone like me that's really never played? Is it helpful if I were to go to, I've been invited to several, events to just sit and watch?
So yeah, our whole method of teaching was like, we're shaking up the tiles. So let's also shake up the way in which people are learning. And so instead of like you sitting down for our first class, we didn't even play at all. It was like
like a classroom
presentation.
teacher.
Yes. And so I learned more about doing. And so we were, let's go into a quick explanation about what Mahjong is, but then let's like do a mock game and show people how to play. So then at least it's like more fun. Plus our tiles are so
Right.
fun. So we use our tiles to teach. And that's kind of like a fun girls' night way for you to learn.
Interactive.
I'm-
It has
yeah.
to be. It has to be interactive.
I learn better by doing too.
Yeah, I
Because-
think most people do. I
Yes.
really do.
Yeah.
Well, do you play with blanks? How do you feel about that? Some people think it's cheating.
They do.
Wait, tell me what a blank is.
So blanks were traditionally included in Mahjong sets for if you lost a tile, you would be able to mark that tile to replace the tile that you lost. But then in recent years, people have started to use blanks in the game as placeholders, essentially. So you actually have to trade out a discarded tile for the blank. And you can do that at any time, which is bending the rules of like a traditional Mahjong game.
Got it.
I think our Dirty Maj, mantra is like play however you want.
Right.
And play
And have
so
fun,
that you're going to have
right?
fun
Yeah.
because this is
Yeah.
for fun. Like we're not going to be professional mahjong players here. So let's play for fun. If you want to play with blanks, great. We have blanks included. If you don't, take them out and that's fine. I play with both. I mean, like when we did the mahjong tournament, obviously we weren't playing with blanks.
They did not allow it.
No.
Okay.
So that was fun though. I think it is, if you want to know how to play mahjong with anyone, you do need to know how to play without
Okay.
because it's harder. It's harder to pivot because you don't have that blank to trade in.
The blank's kind of like a wild card, right?
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
you can use it and
can't-
take it and
yeah.
make it something.
Take it and make it
Okay.
anything.
Right.
Okay.
So that you can
Yes.
finish
Get your
set.
sequence. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm for either way.
I'm picking up some new lingo here
Yeah.
today. I like this. I
Why
like
do you
it.
think Mahjong has become so big? Like, why do you think it's just going crazy?
Yes. Yeah. It's always been popular in certain cultures. So like, I mean, American Mahjong started in the 20s in New York from
Get
Jewish
out.
women. So yes. And then I think I would have to look at my Mahjong card to know what year this is, but like year 70 or something. Like it's
Wow.
crazy.
I love that.
Yeah, so it's been around for a very, very long time. But yes, in recent years, it's becoming so popular with women in America. And, I think that a lot of it is we're craving connection outside of work, outside of technology. Like it is a way for you to sit down and visit with your friends, but still have a fun game to play. And it's creative, it's good for your brain. It's a way to just sit around and visit with your friends that,
But it's
is
still
outside
healthy
of-
for you, right?
Yes, and it feels healthy and it's also pretty. And
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it too.
And laughing, y'all. We need to laugh more.
Yeah. And it's escaping too. Like when you're playing a game,
Yeah.
it's a way for your brain to still work, but you're also like not thinking about dinner that night. You're not thinking about your
Yeah.
job. You're having fun with your friends for like just this little bit of time. And it's away from a screen, which I think is great.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a great point.
yeah.
Such a great point.
And
Mhm.
kids are learning to play now, which is awesome.
I
Like
love that.
they now are making, there's, companies out there that are making simpler versions of the Mahjong cards for children.
Oh,
And like children are learning as young as
that's awesome.
first, second grade.
I mean, think
Um,
about it, right?
yeah.
People used to, but like, well, I'm a nerdy puzzler, but like, kids will do puzzles at the beach or whatever. It's such a great thing. Take
Yeah.
this and now they
Yeah.
can play it, in the pool. Have you seen, I mean, these
Yes.
pool sets are crazy. I saw
Yes,
somebody
they
post
make
that.
the
I'm like,
floating table, so you
Yeah.
can use any tile and use that floating table in the pool, which is so fun.
I love that.
And they
Is
now are
fun.
making travel sets. People have travel cards. Like we don't have those yet. Maybe one day. We're
So much fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
So if somebody would like to get in touch with you, we're going to link all the information for Dirty Maj, of course. But do they reach out and sign up for a lesson? Like, what is
Yeah.
the best way for even people that are just starting or experienced? Like, tell us the best way to get in touch with you. And, if they want to buy a set or what website.
Yes. We have a website, so it's dirtymaj.com. And then we also have an Instagram, which is, I think, Dirty Maj Co. Obviously, if you search Dirty Maj, will come up. And yeah, we have forms on there that you can fill out if you wanted to host an event or get a lesson. And then we also list the public events that we're doing. So we did an open play event last night, and we try to do those around Raleigh every so often. We also partner with other Mahjong companies that are in Raleigh. So Raleigh Maj is another business in Raleigh that just does lessons. They don't sell products. They focus on lessons and open play events. So we've done stuff with them. And there are several other just teachers around Raleigh to learn Maj, but we'll teach as well. So yeah, our website, Instagram. We do some fun Instagram posts.
You definitely do some
Yeah.
fun Instagram posts. You guys have to get on there and check them out.
Yeah.
I need to know because you are coming from corporate America.
Yeah.
Yes. And then have launched Dirty.
Yeah.
What's the most rewarding part so far for you guys
I
and for
think-
you?
Yeah. I think the most rewarding part of launching the business, which we didn't know, I had no idea going in. I was just like, yeah, sounds fun. And to your point, like about using your brain, I'm bored in my job that I've had for years and years. And so like finding this outlet of a company with my friend and something that we love, Mahjong, has been just so rewarding in general for me. But then I also think seeing how it connects to the local Raleigh area has
Mhm.
also been so fun. Like I've met so many cool other businesses in the Raleigh area. I've met other cool people. Like it's been really, really fun because my corporate job was not a business that's based in Raleigh.
Okay.
So it's been a way to engage with the community that I haven't before. And That's been great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy
And I bet
for
you do not
you.
miss corporate America.
Well, I still am at my corporate job, but
you are.
yes, but,
Well, this adds a little flair to your
yeah,
life,
and I
right?
mean, fingers crossed here.
Yeah.
We're hoping Dirty Mahjong continues to do well. We have 3 sets of tiles out right now. 2 have the same illustrations on them. Then we came out with a Christmas set that we're selling.
Oh, fun.
Yes, I wanted to bring.
Um,
Is it Dirty Santa?
It is, we're calling it Tacky Christmas. So it's actually way less dirty than our
Okay.
normal set, but like our dots are snowmen, our cracks are naughty nutcrackers, and our BAMs are like fun plays on Christmas trees.
Okay.
I was
But there
gonna say,
is like
do
a
you-
naughty Santa that's one of the jokers.
Do you have any like
Um,
boobs with the wreaths around them or anything?
We should have.
That
We
was
didn't
that would have
That's-
been yeah.
Same.
That's
Well,
creative.
the
Uh-huh.
snowman dots, they're like on vacation kind of. So there's some cute ones. And then the naughty nutcrackers are
That is
funny. There's like
funny.
a twerking one. We have shipped to so many states. It's so fun to see the word get out about Dirty Maj and just the Mahjong community like nationwide. And we've done some events in other areas too. So we'll travel for a fun event. Like we did an event in Houston this past year. We did an event in Charleston, and we're going back to Houston. We're going to do an event in Dallas at Scout
Wow.
Design, which is super exciting.
Fun.
Goodness. And then in San Francisco. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
Well, if you
awesome.
need anybody
Yeah.
to attend all of these travel, that you just let me know.
Yeah.
I just am gonna, travel with you guys,
Exactly. So
and I'll come up with some new tile ideas.
We're coming out with something new that we'll launch in the spring. A new dirty take on tiles.
Oh, I love it! Can't
Oh.
wait! Can't wait!
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And they've got cute swag.
Yes.
And we have
So-
hats. They're wearing our flat
Yes.
bill hats. And then I have the trucker one. We have mats too. So
Oh, you do?
we have mats that go with our tiles. We a Christmas mat that we came out with, and then one that is just our OG mat.
Now,
Yeah.
do you help design this stuff?
So we work with an awesome designer. She had some corporate stuff and she branched off and has her own business now. She helped us design both versions of our tiles and all our stuff.
I
So our
love that.
branding, Katie Thomas is her name. And
That is
design.
great.
So
You have to have some
amazing.
creative people to help with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you're good at it too. I am terrible, but you envision something.
Yeah.
Having somebody like that can bring it to fruition is great.
and it's
That's
also great.
awesome.
She has known us for so long. So like
She knows your
she knows,
personality.
she knows us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, you've lived in Raleigh for how long?
So I grew up in Rocky Mount, so an hour away, and then I went to college at UNC, and then I left for about 6 years, lived in California, and came back about 8 years ago. So it's been 8
Okay.
years that I've lived in Raleigh. Yeah.
What do you love about
Wow.
Raleigh?
I love so much about it, and it's so funny. I never thought I was gonna live here,
Me neither. I didn't either.
and then it just ended up that when I was moving back from San Francisco back to North Carolina, it was like, where am I going to go? And we had so many good friends in Raleigh. My husband's from California, so I should say I had so many good friends. And it just felt like there was a lot of growth happening at the time. 8 years ago, I mean, so much has changed since we've been here.
Yeah.
You got it.
And we just it was a great fit for us. We were engaged and we got married shortly after. And then very quickly after that, had our first child. And it's such a great place to raise a family. It feels like a city, but still feels so doable. Like I love going out to a good dinner, but I love the access that we have to going to Umstead and going for a hike, or like music. I mean, I'm going to a really fun concert this weekend. Like there's just so much to do, and you're so close to the mountains. You're so close to the beach.
Yeah. You can't beat that.
There's just so
you
much
can't.
going on.
Yeah. I'm happy to hear that you still feel and think it's city, but still kind of accessible. Because I've wondered what people think, and that are just moving here the last 5 years.
Well,
So-
and I'm like you. I'm from a small town, and so you still can have a small town feel.
Yeah.
Raleigh is obviously bigger than Rocky Mount or Smithfield or something, but you still have the tight knit community, but with a lot to do.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
love that.
Yes. And great school districts, like so many options of
So many options.
places that
So
you can
great.
end up that
Yeah.
are going to suit you best.
Yep.
And I think that's really cool too.
How did you figure out where you were going to live in Raleigh? Like, how did you figure out where to land coming
Yeah.
from California?
Yeah. So, I mean, when we first moved here, we rented a house off of Whitaker Mill, really close to like High Park, right behind
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
And then we bought our first house in 5 Points on Alexander, so we could walk to 5 Points.
Okay.
And for us, that was something that we really cared about at the time, because we were coming from city like California, where you could walk to cool restaurants and stuff. And like we had a baby, we could walk to our son's preschool from there. It just Five Points is so
Yeah,
walkable and
yeah.
like feels like it's little pocket.
Yes, definitely a pocket.
We grew out of that house. Now we're in Blenheim, which is
Yep.
a great little neighborhood with, you know, a good school
So great.
district.
Yep.
And I have people come and visit me all the time. They're like, I can't believe you're so close to Five Points or downtown or whatever in this neighborhood because it feels really secluded and really quiet.
Yeah.
So I love that about it.
Is there something that you wish we had here in Raleigh that we don't?
I was trying to think about that. For Mahjong, something that I've thought about specifically is like, I think it would be so fun to have like a Mahjong parlor kind of space where it's like a Mahjong cocktail bar almost.
Oh,
I say you should do it.
I know.
You could call
Maybe
it
it's the
the
next-
Dirty
Yeah.
Maj because dirty martinis, dirty Maj.
Yeah. I think something like that would
OMG.
be really fun. I've been seeing that happening in other
I say go for it.
areas.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So on that, but like, I mean, there's something for everyone in Raleigh. I really feel that way.
Well, we are so glad that you joined us. And I'm adding this to the list.
Yeah.
And you better watch. I'm going to kick y'all's butt. So bring it, people.
I know. Bring it. Maybe we'll have
I
a
like
Raleigh Roots Mahjong night. I
Yeah, that'd
mean,
be so
that
fun.
would be so fun.
And you know, the dirty tiles are going to really inspire me because
Yes.
that's just,
Oh, yeah. You're only playing dirty.
I'm
She's
taking
only
y'all
going to play
down.
dirty.
But thanks for joining us again. Share this with your friends, not just for Raleigh Roots, but for Dirty Maj. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you
such
have
a
to check
great.
her Insta out.
Yes.
Go onto her Instagram page.
Yes. And we will be back in a few weeks, of course, 2 weeks. And always, Raleigh, hey, rooted and a little reckless.
You
no,
did
I
it.
did it.
You did it.
Okay,
You did
I get it
You
backwards
did
all the time.
All
Stay
righty.
rooted and reckless, Raleigh. Thanks for joining us.
Thank-
Bye.